Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
Happy Monday, everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed with your eyewitness weather forecast for today, which includes a mix of sun and clouds. A few flurries or snow showers still possible at any point during the day. Winds out of the west and northwest, though, means that we'll see temperatures, even though temperatures themselves, I should say, will be in the 30s. It'll feel like it's in the 20s to around 34 most of the day. Sunset tonight is at 7:21. Up toward the northwest, though, we'll see temperatures themselves in the upper 20s to maybe not even 30 degrees in some locations. From the valley on toward the south, though, we'll see temperatures getting into the lower, if not the middle 30s. Keep in mind that the average high for this time of year, right around 44 degrees. We'll see a few clouds tonight, but with the west-northwesterly winds, it'll feel like it's in the teens for most of the night, and temperatures themselves will be into the low 20s before we see a mix of sun and clouds for our Tuesday, and then some rain and snow shower chances return for both Wednesday and Thursday, and it could end as a little bit more snow on Friday. That's tonight at 6.
It's Ford Truck.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
Happy Monday, everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed with your eyewitness weather forecast for today, which includes a mix of sun and clouds. A few flurries or snow showers still possible, especially early in the day, and our sunset tonight will be at 7:21. Temperatures will be around 36 today, but with the wind out of the west-northwest at around 10 to 15 miles an hour, it'll feel like it's in the 20s to right around 34 most of the day. Keep in mind that our average high for this time of year is around 44 degrees. Up toward the north, though, you might not even get to the freezing mark. From the valley on toward the south, will be into the lower, if not the middle 30s. Overnight tonight, we'll have a few clouds. It'll feel like it's in the teens. Temperatures themselves into the lower 20s with a northwesterly wind at 10 to 15 miles an hour. And thereafter, we will see a mix of sun and clouds for our Tuesday with a few rain and snow showers for both Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and some milder temperatures. And I'll tell you more about that coming up tonight on Eyewitness News at 6 with the latest forecast always available at CNY homepage. Happy Monday.
Mike.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
6:09 is now the time on your early Monday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking some clouds and a few more snow showers overnight tonight before we see some sunshine along with closer to average temperatures return for our Tuesday, and it only gets milder from there. Let's take a live look first, though, at the cloudiness over downtown Utica, and under those clouds we're sitting at 33 degrees. Winds out of the northwest at 15 miles an hour, adding to that chill, so it feels like 23, and that dew point is not far behind at 20 degrees at the present time. So the air is rather dry. Visibility also not an issue at 10 miles at the present time. Temperatures across the area mainly in the 30s, but there are a couple of locations up toward the north that are into the 20s, like Old Forge at 28 at the present time. Well below average for this time of year by as much as 10 to 15 degrees for the 23rd of March. As we go through our Tuesday, we'll be closer to average for this time of year. Average high now 45. We'll get up to around 42 for the high after starting the day in the teens and 20s for many locations with some partial sunshine out there. It looks like we could go mostly sunny as we head through the midday, but then as we head into the afternoon, into the evening hours, more clouds return, and that's in advance of, and same thing as we head through Wednesday, in advance of our next storm system. So as we take a look at our satellite and radar, you can definitely notice the cloud cover that I'm speaking of. Off toward the west, though, down toward the Finger Lakes especially, that's where we're seeing some more organized snow showers. We will still see a few chances here during the overnight hours, and again, not much in terms of additional accumulation. The culprit for that is this trough that's associated with an area of low pressure. That area of low pressure, along with the stationary front well to our south now, was responsible for the heavy rain that we had here in central New York yesterday, along with portions of Connecticut, some severe weather in portions of Pennsylvania, and up into Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine, 10+ inches of snow located there. So keeping things wintry even into the first couple of days of spring. But as we head through tomorrow, we will see that high pressure near Chicago right now build in, and that's what will allow the sunshine to return along with temperatures closer to average for this time of year. Overnight tonight, we will see decreasing clouds and decreasing flurry activity. I think the best chance of that would be further toward the west. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, temperatures in the teens and 20s, but again, feeling several degrees chillier than that thanks to the wind, and it'll feel like it's in the 30s through most of the day tomorrow, even if temperatures from the valley on south especially get into the 40s. As far as additional snowfall accumulation, again, not much. Most of this is going to be on grassy surfaces with wet roadways, maybe a few scattered coatings to a dusting, and then as we head through Wednesday and Thursday, the shower activity does return. It would be even warmer if it weren't for the clouds and the showers, but 40s and 50s both days. and then back into the 30s for both Friday and Saturday with some wind and some lake effect snow shower chances. It looks drier again to start next week with highs back into the 40s. Thomas, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan. You're watching.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
10:16 is now exactly the time on this late Monday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking some lake effect snow showers coming to an end, clearing skies overnight tonight, and it looks like we will see a brighter and milder Tuesday. 38 was our high today, but it didn't feel like that for most of the day with the wind. 31 the low, and those are actually that lows above average of 27, but that high of 38 is below the average of 45 by 7 degrees. And this just goes to show you that, as I mentioned, March can go from one extreme to the next with that record high 81 set back in 1938, the record low 4 degrees set 4 years prior in 1934. And we had just, well, I shouldn't say just, but exactly 12 hours, 18 minutes of daylight with sunrise this morning at 7:02. It's set this evening at 7:20. We're going to continue to gain some daylight as we head through the next couple of days and weeks, both in the morning and in the evening. Right now, it's obviously dark out in downtown Utica, 31 degrees with just a few clouds and some snow showers in the vicinity. I'll show you the radar in just a second. Winds out of the west at 9 miles an hour, making it feel like 23. The dew point fairly close to that as well at 24 at the present time. So we have some relatively dry air out there right now. And from the valley on toward the south, you've got temperatures in the upper 20s to right around, if not just above 30 degrees. But up toward the north and east, some of the higher elevations are down into the mid-20s. And when you factor in that breeze, it feels even chillier out there. How about our Tuesday? How's that going to shape up? We'll see mostly sunny skies in the morning hours. But then as we head into the afternoon, we'll see definitely some more clouds. But even in spite of that, temperatures making their way into the lower end, for some of us, the middle 40s. And then tomorrow night, we'll be back into the 20s under cloudy skies. We have some clouds out there right now and some snow showers out there, but most of that isn't making its way to the ground. And anything that is, most of it's not accumulating. It's mainly wet on grassy surface, mainly wet on the roadways. And there could be a trace or a dusting on grassy surfaces. The reason for that is a trough associated with an area of low pressure that brought a lot of both rain and snow to New England, New York, even down to Pennsylvania, some severe weather through the weekend. Then we've got high pressure building in from the Lake Michigan area for our Tuesday. So that's keeping things mainly dry overnight tonight, especially toward and after midnight. And we'll see those temperatures bottoming out into the upper teens to the lower and mid-20s, which is a little bit below normal for this time of year thanks to those clear skies. And then we will see definitely some more clouds, as I mentioned, through Tuesday afternoon, but temperatures a little bit milder than they were today. So on the opposite side of 40, and we could even see a few snow showers tomorrow night into Wednesday. But Wednesday, it looks like we will see some more rain and snow showers in the afternoon, and then by Thursday, we're up into the upper 50s to around 60 degrees. Both days would be warmer if it weren't for the clouds and the showers, but then temperatures come crashing down on Friday. We see some wind and some lake effect snow showers. Thomas, back over to you.
Thank you, Jordan.
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
11:14 exactly is now the time on this late Monday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking a brief warm-up before we see a winter-like chill return at the end of the week. Let's take a live look right now at downtown Utica, where it's still pretty chilly, 30 degrees. We only got up to 38 for the high today. Winds out of the west-northwest at 7 miles an hour, making it feel like 23. And we do have some clouds and some snow showers out there, so the combination of the two limiting the visibility to 7 miles at the present time. Temperatures across the area right now are into the middle and upper 20s, both to the northeast and down toward the southwest, but sandwiched in between, we've got temperatures that are right around, if not just above 30 degrees at the present time. As far as your Tuesday is concerned, we'll start off the day with a mix of sun and clouds and temperatures making their way out of the 20s. And then as we head into the afternoon, we'll see more clouds, definitely, and temperatures, in spite of that, making their way into the low 40s, which is kind of the opposite side of the coin that we were on today, which today, as I mentioned, in the upper 30s, and then we'll drop into the 20s once again tomorrow night under cloudy sky. But I do expect tomorrow to remain dry. That's not the case out there right now. We're still seeing some lake effect snow showers and flurries, especially the further southwest that you go. A little bit more clearing as you head up toward the north and east, but this snow shower activity should come to an end over the next hour or two. The reason for it is because of a trough that's draped from southern Quebec back into New England, and that's attached to an area of low pressure that impacted us yesterday. New England with snow and Pennsylvania with severe weather as well, but that's now down to our south and east. In its place, high pressure is building in from the Chicago area right now, and that'll keep things mainly dry and a little bit milder, as I mentioned, heading into our Tuesdays. You'll notice that the precipitation a little bit underdone on Futurecast, and I should also mention that anything that does reach the ground won't accumulate very much, and it'll be mainly wet, and anything will be on grassy surfaces as well, maybe a trace to a dusting in some locations. And then we'll see more clouds tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours, and again, temperatures making their way into the upper 30s to right around 40 degrees, but because of a southwesterly breeze at around 5 to 10 miles an hour, it'll feel like it's in the 30s for most of the day. As far as I mentioned, as far as additional snowfall accumulation, there could be a couple of dustings down toward the Finger Lakes, closer toward Interstate 81, and same thing up toward the north and east as well. But that's it beyond that. As far as Wednesday is concerned, most of the day is dry, and then we'll see temperatures making their way into the upper 40s to around 50, with some late afternoon and evening rain and snow showers. It's windy and milder as we head through Thursday, highs between 55 and 60 with some showers, but it doesn't last long. Temperatures come crashing down on Friday between 35 and 40. It'll be windy and colder with some lake effect snow, and then that dies down to start the weekend, but it's still a little bit chilly both days. Then we'll be back into the upper 40s to around 50 degrees with a mix of sun and clouds for next Monday. Thomas, back to you.
Jordan, you're watching Eyewitness.